Ooh, that's a Milotic. And are they Bishop? Where is it? Where could it be? Are you talking about the flute? Nope, you're Furfrou. Your adorable little Furfrou has disappeared. Maybe we should go and find it? We should have a look. Yeah, we don't want the Pokemon to go missing. I assume it's probably going to be out in the garden. Or the courtyard, as they want to call it. But I assume there might be items in rooms. Don't try to sleep in the king's bed. It's illegal. Oh. No. So I'm assuming there's going to be some items hidden in some of these rooms. Maybe. There's lots of people here. This palace was won after Kalos won a war with neighbouring regions. Oh. Interesting. So, there is a theory in the end of this palace only inherited it, you know. Ooh. So there's a theory about some of the older Pokemon games. About why there are no fathers in the games, for example. I mean, I think that's mainly around the original Kanto game, or possibly the Johto one as well. Because, I mean, in Kanto you've got Lieutenant Surge, who's very obviously part of the army. And there are no men of fighting ages around. It's all mothers and there's all old men. So there's feeling like there was a war. So they're kind of implying that the war must have been between Kalos and the other regions. Between Japan and France. And I wonder what that could be alluding to. I haven't spoken to you. So, the king from long ago, the garden was his pride and joy. He gathered the castle folk and hold garden parties. Very nice. So, you need a pretty amazing king to build a palace like this. Or pretty amazing engineers and architects. And people who actually do the building. The king just finances it. Pokemon probably did sleep in this bed. If you ask me, a good bed is a bed in which you can get a good night's sleep. True. As long as it's comfortable, it's a good bed. Don't need it to be all gold and fancy. Coraline, aren't you Serena's mum? She's still following. Aha, there are items here. Amulet coin. A forbidden tome once existed. It contained the secret to bringing Pokemon back to life. It's probably just a rumour though. Definitely just a rumour. I mean, that would be pretty interesting and scary if there were just undead Pokemon wandering around. Long ago the king and his Pokemon would enjoy their meals at this table. Nice. This is a dining room by the look of it. And I guess this is going to be the balcony. It's quite nice. Can't really see anything. But Shauna is up here waiting for me for some reason. But I'm just going to sit and watch the sunset. Because then I'll actually have a view of the garden. So there's a couple of statues there. There's, I think they're Golurk statues. And there's a silhouette of a statue, which looks like it's going to be a legendary Pokemon. It looks like it could be Reshiram from the Black and White games. So that looks a bit like a hedge maze. Similar to the route I've been training on. So that could be interesting, and very difficult to find the Furfrou. Also, someone gave me an amulet coin. I must have missed that, but I'm definitely going to have that instead of the Quick Claw. Just because it is quite useful. Because I think it increases any gold I get from battles. The king from ancient times would use Pokemon as sentries. So yeah, if the Pokemon had insomnia, they'd never have to sleep. It's a very useful use of it. Anyone in here? It's a nice painting. Someone holding a pig. So apparently pigs still exist in this world. Ooh. Go look at these chairs. There's so many people with puns in here. And 3 people who all look the same. So there's Christy, Charlene, and another person called Christy. But they're apparently following a tour guide, or doing a tour around the castle. Did I go in this? I did. So I guess we're back to downstairs. And I think this is the right way to go, because then there's the big door over there, or wherever it was, that will take me out into the courtyard. So for the owner of this palace, every meal is a feast. If you've never known anything else, a meal like that seems completely normal. That's true. I mean, if you're used to the same thing every single day, then that is just normal. It'd be nice to have a lively dinner with everyone instead of a full course meal alone. True. Eating with other people is quite nice. Ooh, there's a lot of books in this library. Or is that just a bedroom? I wonder what the King of the Kalos region thought about Pokemon. I mean, if it was a war, he probably used Pokemon as weapons, so that probably gives you an idea of what he thought of Pokemon as. So, whoa. Is that what you were going to say? You're just going to be surprised that I exist. So this room was once completely adorned with all manner of gold and silver. Gold and silver works, jewels and medals. Interesting. But not anymore because they gave it away. Also, the mirror does kind of work. I mean, it doesn't actually work. Because I think it's just they built the same room on the opposite side. Hence the people. But it's quite cool. It's a good way of doing it. But I think there's just one room left to look in, and then we're out to the courtyard. Yes. So this Edward, this room used to serve as a waiting room for Pokemon before they were brought out to battle. It's quite interesting. Pokemon just waited here calmly. Of course they did. I mean, they probably knew what was about to happen, but there's no point getting too, I don't know, anxious or something before a battle, because I guess they're used to it at this point. So, right, into the courtyard. So I've got to find that Furfrou. It wasn't in the castle. I checked every single room just to make sure. So I assume it's going to be in this maze somewhere. And this is definitely a statue of Reshiram, who's the legendary fire dragon Pokemon from Pokemon White, I think. Or unless they inverted the colours for the legendary Pokemon in the game. I can't quite remember. This seems to be a hedge maze, which I'm sure is not going to be painful at all to get around. Also, I'm fairly sure these all form shapes from above. So, ooh, a Master Ball. Aha, HM1 cut. And the HM for cut. So yes, Diamond Axe with Unbreaking. So now I can use cut. So while I remember, I could run back to that previous route where I saw I needed cut and use that. But also, I feel like I should play along with HMs and actually have people learn them. So there we go. Charmeleon can have cut. So at least someone does. So this just proves it is definitely worth me exploring, because I do need to get all of the HMs. Also, I'm tempted to fly up above all of these, because I'm fairly sure each of these, because it is cut into 4 sections, I think each one does form an image. But maybe that'll be the thumbnail for this video, if I remember. I don't know how I'm doing thumbnails yet. I still haven't started editing these at this point, even though this is probably episode 12 or 13 at this point. I have no idea. I do record quite a bit beforehand, just to make sure I do actually want to do it as a full series, as opposed to what happened with Train Valley, where I just had to end it after 6 because I was struggling to record more. There's an ancient king who made rules about when to view the garden. I guess that kind of makes sense, because if all the flowers bloom at a certain time, you do want people to only view it then, so they know that it's a beautiful garden. So in a way that makes sense. But it's still not great. So she always wanted to be a princess, but she's given up on that dream. True, you would get lost very easily in here. I mean, my map doesn't go into enough detail to help here, so... ooh, there's a Pokeball. See, now I just feel like I need to check between all of these bushes for items. But I don't have time for that. Oh, the statue was moving. I think that was it just getting into place as it loaded into the game. I don't think there were weeping angels in this. But I've got my axe just in case. So this, I think, if the lighting changes, is Zekrom, who is a lightning dragon type. It's very powerful. I think I have a shiny one on the DS game. So the Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. The Pokemon statue near the entrance is Reshiram and the statue of Zekrom. Aha, I was correct. So yes, they're both legendary Pokemon of the Unova region, which is Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. So hopefully the mapmaker will make that game as well at some point. Hopefully they'll go through all the games and make all of them. That would be quite nice. And I will play through all of them, because Pokemon is just great. Ooh. So they were using the balcony as a vantage point. I don't think I can see the balcony from here. So the Furfrou went in here. Why don't I go and get it and make sure it doesn't escape? Okay. So I'll run down here. No Furfrou. I'm just going to stick to the right-hand wall until I find it. Unless it just takes me around the outside of the maze. Which it might. Ah, Furfrou. Wait, it's already trapped. Well done, it was trapped the whole time. It never got past us. There we go, we've returned your Furfrou to you. Can you give us the Pokemon flute now? I mean, I don't know how much credit we can actually take. We just found it in the maze. And then you appeared right behind us, or in front of us, so... situations like this demands fireworks. Well, it would have been better at night time, but sure. So your Pokemon and you are reunited. Our bond has been proven. We'll commemorate this joyous occasion with a tremendous firework display. At dawn. Of course. Unless the game automatically sets it to nighttime, which it might. And it will also serve as a reward for the tiny bit of trouble you went through. Rendezvous at the balcony. I understand that. Okay. Well, that was easy. Yeah, maybe... Well, I don't know. He didn't seem too bad. He doesn't know what he's doing. But he doesn't seem too bad, so... Sure. You like fireworks. Let's go watch the fireworks then. So I guess we need to head up to the balcony, which I've kind of already been up to. And the sunlight is too bright to actually see it from here. But it gives us a nice view of this garden, and I might be able to see what each of the corners, 4 corners of the garden are from there, or courtyard. Shauna is already up there, despite being behind me. I guess she's teleported up already. She was that excited for the fireworks. Oh, I seem to be faster running in here. I don't know if that might just be because of the carpet. That's a little bit odd. There you go. It's not too far to the balcony. I was expecting it to be slightly further than that, but no. That's quite nice. But yeah, we can't really see the shape of the gardens, especially with the render distance. If I turn it up a bit, it might make the game lag a little bit, but if I put it up to 24, I might just see the slightly further gardens. But yeah, they're a bit of an odd shape. So she's never going to forget these files because she's watching them with me. That's quite nice. But it is odd having them in the daytime. It does make them slightly more difficult to see. But still very nice.